Ecuatoriano KO Artist Sports right here. Let me show off with right hook Roxy. Look, I got to show it off.
Dia de los Muertos.
Yeah, I see it. Very nice. The whole fit. Beautiful. Just what's it like? You know, obviously you fight. I feel like I've seen you fight on TV as well, right? But it's like the pro debut. It's kind of like the build up to, you know, what you've been thinking about since a little girl. How is this different from other fights?
This is different because I'm actually making my first official pro debut on a Golden Boy card at the Forum. So this is something very special to me. I gotta go out there, show out, and show who Roxy is.
What do you expect to be different in the ring? Do you expect anything to be different in the ring?
My skill set, you know, trying to transition from amateur to pros. So that's one of the goals, you know, trying to learn how it is to fight in the pros. I already got Costco samples earlier this year. So it's just preparing me, you know, so
I just say Costco samples?
Costco samples. Well, because they were one round. So
right,
it's like, you know,
right.
when I got to feel how it feels with no headgear, no gloves. Great experience. So that actually helped me now. I'm not as anxious and like worrying about how it feels to get hit. So I just need to make the adjustment from amateur to pro.
Is it a matter of like putting more like weight behind your punches? You know, I mean, obviously the amateur is a lot more kind of point style,
it's more
right?
Like I need to learn how to knock people out and actually just sit on my punches.
Right. Is there a goal for yourself in this first fight? I mean, obviously to win, right? But is there anything like special you want to see from yourself?
I want to see, you know, I want to see myself sitting on my punches more. I kind of almost had a pro style in the amateur, so I want to see how it feels to fight 4 rounds, you know, and be able to first round, you know, it's more of just like learning the person and anything different. I don't want to. I think I had a great training camp, so honestly, whatever I implied in my training camp, I want to imply in the ring and just listen, be smart about everything.
Right. How do you think it's going to feel, kind of walking out, you know, under the lights? Obviously, I'm sure you sold a lot of tickets. I'm sure there's a lot of people, you know, there to see you.
Yeah.
You know, have you thought about that moment of those nerves?
I've been under big stages before, so I don't think it's anything different, but it is the Forum to me, so I'm not nervous. I'm just more anxious. I want to get in there already. Once the bell rings, I forget about everything else.
Right, yeah, it's time to fight, right? Yeah, someone's trying to take your head off.
Yes, exactly. I'm like, okay, now time to focus.
Right, for sure. Talk about the makeup. I mean, obviously, Dia de los Muertos.
So my theme is Dia de los Muertos. I wanted to do this theme because everyone does like a Halloween and Dia de los Muertos November 1st. You know, I want to celebrate, you know, Mexican style, Mexican everything. And this is something, yes, my ancestors. So this is something very special to me. It's not just an outfit, it's something that is very special to me and my family.
Right. Just want to talk to you about some boxing stuff. Showtime's leaving boxing. I mean, it's kind of crazy.
Sad.
What are your thoughts on that?
I think they're one of the first people to even showcase boxing, and it's really sad that that's happening. I wish it didn't happen, and maybe we can boycott it, something, anything. But you know, I just feel like all these new promoters and all these new websites, internet, just kind of Showtime just was like, you know, it's kind of a disrespectful thing to them. But you know, it's a new generation, so we'll see what happens with Showtime leaving and see what actually happens. But I'm really sad about that. My goal was to fight on Showtime one day, but you know, things change, generations, you know, decades later, things are going to change regardless.
You're gonna have to pioneer a new network for
Right Hook
new
Promotions.
sure.
Right? Yeah, no. We'll see what the future holds.
Want to ask you, Boo Andrade versus David Benavidez, a good fight coming up here in November. Stylistically, how do you think that plays out?
I got Benavidez, you know, I mean, he has more grit to him, so I go with Benavidez on the start. But he's fighting a good fighter, so it's gonna be a good fight. But overall, I have Benavidez.
What just if it were up to you, you know, Roxy could pick who Canelo's fighting next. Who would it be?
Benavidez.
After the win?
I want to see that fight. Maybe next year, sometime next year.
Is Crawford Canelo like?
It's not nothing special to me, honestly. It's
Really?
just, I have Canelo. You know, the way he performed his last performance compared to his other ones, he's 100% different, and I can see it in him. He, like he said, nobody could beat this Canelo. I want to see that fight.
Yeah, he seems kind of back to his former self, right?
Yes, exactly.
Roxy, thank you so much for your time. Tell the fans where they can follow you.
At Right Hook Roxy on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, everything's Right Hook Roxy.
There's perfect. You got to keep it all uniform.
Thank you.
.2 for Police Prize of Toledo, Ohio. From San Fernando, making her professional debut, here is ring hook, Roxy Verduzco. Once again, here is Roxy Verduzco.
132.8.
132.8. 132.8 pounds for the professional debut of Roxy Verduzco.
Good job. Thank you. Put your shoes on. Oh, you. Okay, right here. Yeah. Look to that. Look to that. Pose. Yeah.
Both of these young ladies looking to secure their first professional victory tomorrow night. Toledo, Ohio's Clarice Morales steps in for the fourth time as a pro, taking on the debut player, Roxy Verduzco of San Fernando, California.